Oh, hello guys, good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is for you. So let's just get this started. Well, what is Islam for? A very interesting question. Let's start off with Abraham. You see, in the very beginning, Abraham was speaking to the Most High God once. But give me a second so I can remember this. Yes, this was when Abraham was making a covenant with God that 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 if he were to actually break God's rules, he'd be slaughtered like an animal. He slaughtered the animals, prepared the covenant, but guess what? God knocked out Abraham and worked it himself. He literally said that he descended, worked through the covenant himself, so that if the covenant was broken, God would be torn into pieces. So this is already some interesting information. That would mean due to the fact that, well, as Muslims call him, Allah never got torn into pieces. That means he's a liar. Yeah, he's a liar. He lied. He said he was gonna do something, but he didn't have the balls to do it. I mean, technically, he actually doesn't have balls. I mean, no, we actually don't believe that God has balls either. He's just brave. I mean, it is a reference. So you see, he didn't have the mind to do it. He did not get PS4 as he promised to do. So that already pins the truth against him. He said he was going to do something, but he didn't do it. It's kind of the already messed up for God that is not supposed to lie or break promises. This is already pushing him far, far away from the truth. So what's next? He's already proven that he hasn't done what he promised to do. But then there's something even further down there in Ezekiel where he doubles down on that promise, saying this. Okay, refresh my mind. It's actually Ezekiel 16, verse 62 to 63. He literally doubles down on it, saying that he's going to atone for our sins and our transgressions. And guess what? The covenant was broken. So to atone for this covenant, he has to, well, get slaughtered like the creatures that were killed whilst making that covenant. But guess what? He never did that. Surprising, ain't it? Well then, I mean, he could always get slaughtered in the future. Wait a minute. There is no such prophecy, is there? If you actually think about it, there is no such statement or anything that says he is actually going to do that, is there? But what's my point? There's no way in the future that he says he's going to do it. The only place where anything about somebody being slaughtered so for atonement is, well, Isaiah 53. Talking about the Messiah. The Messiah, right? So Isaiah 53, 3 verse 5 to be specific. He was, give me a second so I can remember it. Isaiah 53 verse 5. He was, man, I'll just have to read it. I'll be back right now. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. By his pain we are brought peace. By his wounds we are healed. That's not exactly what was said, but pretty much that. It appears that the promise by the covenant which was done to Abraham was fulfilled by Jesus. He was crushed for the evil things that we did when we broke that covenant with God. And the very atonement that God would said himself that he would suffer was the very same one that Jesus did. It's the word indirectly claiming that Jesus is God. It's kind of lines up if you actually think about it. Not only kind of, it's perfectly lines up. Covenant made with Abraham about the whole being crushed and killed like the animal. Like the animals was making the covenant. God works that covenant, meaning that he's the one that will get crushed. is in Ezekiel, this is reasserted as God saying that he will be crushed and killed. He will atone for our sins, right? He will atone for them. And then Jesus coming and atoning for our sins by being killed. But guess what? Islam says it never happened. So that would mean that our sins were never atoned for. Wait a minute, doesn't that mean that he broke the covenant? He's a liar. He is a liar. A God that would not lie, no break promises, in a way that he's not like us, that he does not lie, he does not break promises, he's never sinned. Turns out he is a sinner. He's like the rest of us. At least that's what Islam is saying. I'd like an argument against this. So yeah, peace. Goodbye everybody and have a good day.